ready for you now. You got 2 minutes of my time.
Good morning. Welcome back to Cleaning is My Therapy. My name is Jamie, and I have got tons to get done on this day. I was needing to get the refrigerator cleaned out. I was refilling spices, rotating counter eggs to the fridge, getting the kitchen cleaned, the dining room, and the living room. So I just had so much to do on this day. And I did a lot in the kitchen because I'm cleaning the fridge, and then my egg container for inside the fridge was empty. So I have a bunch of eggs on the counter that need to be washed and put away into the fridge. As long as they're on the counter and they have not been washed, they're actually good for 3 to 6 weeks on the counter. But if they sit longer than, if they sit longer than 3 weeks or 2 weeks, I float test them. I will float test my eggs, but these eggs have not been sitting on the counter for very long because the kids eat a lot of eggs, especially my son. He has been powerlifting and just eating tons of eggs for protein for breakfast. So we go through eggs, and I like to bake. So, the ones on the counter have only been there like a week. So, but it was just time to rotate them.
On a run from my given disaster, speed away from the holy mind, pride. That's where I never thought it would matter. If I'm gone by now, all my weakness keep on linger on repeat like it will be my favorite song. Oh, I know I should be moving on, but you got me good, I keep on driving till it bends, still it feels like I pretend. Keep on driving and driving along the road tonight.
And on this day, I literally just rolled out of bed, got dressed, threw my hair in a bun, and I just was not in the mood to fix my hair and do makeup. I just didn't care anything about it on this day because I had a lot to get done, and I was trying to get all of this stuff done before my husband got off work so I can help him with my son's bedroom. He was almost done with the roof, and Sunday we just took a break, and then yesterday we finished up the shingles on the roof on my son's side, and we're waiting because it's supposed to rain this weekend. So we want to make sure it's not going to leak. So before we even replace my son's ceiling, we are just going to rest and relax and wait for it to rain, which is supposed to rain. Actually, it's supposed to start raining like Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So we will know then if we did a good job and if it's not going to leak. We're hoping we did a great job.
And as my head don't feel my back between the jars and bottle jack, just me and all the red lights. Keep on driving and driving. From a hot California, I forgot how you look like in rain. That's why I never thought it would matter. If I'm gone by now, all my weakness keep on linger on repeat like it will be my favorite song. Oh, I know I should be moving on, but you got me good. I keep on driving till it bends, still
So now I'm just getting started on all of these eggs and just getting them wiped down before I put them in the fridge. And then the eggs that are left in the basket, once I get what I need out of there, whatever's left will get put back in this little chicken coop egg house. I found that at Tractor Supply. It was $40. I love that thing. It is so cute. And I told my husband I wasn't going to have a bunch of chicken stuff in my kitchen. I don't have a bunch of chicken stuff in here yet, but I see so many cute little things at Tractor Supply. We do have chickens, and we bought 13 more back in February. They are quite big. But whatever eggs there's left in this will get rotated into that chicken house, and then I will finish filling that one up when I get eggs, and then the overflow goes into this basket. And we get plenty of eggs from the 6 hens we have, and we have 2 female ducks, and so I get more than enough eggs, but we felt like it just wasn't enough. We needed 13 more. We had actually bought 14, but one didn't make it, so we've got 13 hens now, including our 6 that we have. We got too many. But we like them. They are fun. They are cute. Except for Clyde, the marks on my arms. Clyde attacked me a few days ago, and he got some hunk of skin out. He got me good. And so I keep threatening him. I told my husband, I said, the next time that damn rooster attacks me, he's going to be dog food, because he's with all the hens, so the meat is way too tough. So I'm just going to cook his ass up, and I'm going to give him to the dogs. The dogs will enjoy him, and I'm going to turn his bones into broth. That is his next step if he don't stop. But, I mean, he is protecting his ladies, so I am more likely I'm not going to off that rooster, because Clyde is protecting Bonnie and the rest of them. And yes, I did name him and the hen that came with him. They were given to us about 2 years ago, and I named them Bonnie and Clyde. So, and Clyde is an ass. He really is. But I love the rooster. He's mean. And I always give the girls an egg, and they were enjoying their little egg treat. And
Nobody told me to settle down. Day nights and late nights don't get around. But there's something about you, something about you I like, about you I like. You're crazy for saying I should slow down, but maybe I'm escaping the love we found. There's something about you, something about you I like, about you I like. I get too drunk and too scared and lie to you. If only you knew I would die for you. One of us gotta say the obvious. Nobody loves me better. Nobody loves me better. Nobody loves me better. Guess I'm just too scared to settle down. There'd be many nights I got too high and almost left town. But there's something about you, something about you I like, about you I like. I get too drunk and too scared and lie to you. If only you knew I would die for you. One of us gotta say the obvious. Nobody loves me better. Nobody loves me better. If only you knew I would die for you. One of us gotta say the obvious. Nobody loves me better, yeah. I get too drunk and too scared and lie to you. If only you knew. On a run from my given disaster, speed away from the holy mind, pride. I swear I never thought it would matter. If I'm gone by now, all my weakness keep on linger on repeat like it will be my favorite song. Oh, I know I should be moving on, but you got me good, you got me good. I keep on driving till it bends, still it feels like I pretend. Keep on driving and driving along the road tonight. Lost my head, don't feel my spark between the jars and bottle jack. Just me and all the red lights. Keep on driving and driving. In the heat from my
So now I'm just getting all of my seasonings refilled. That little red basket is a overflow basket. That whole bottom drawer is slap full of jars of seasoning. And I do have a lot. I may have a seasoning problem, but that is okay because our food is well seasoned here. Even in my cabinet, I still have some other seasonings in there as well because I don't have no room for them. This little turntable, there's seasonings on it. That drawer is absolutely full of seasonings. I use a lot. I even cook with a lot of onions, garlic, bell peppers, and some fresh herbs that I grow in the garden, which my basil did not do well. So I have to restart a lot of my herb seasonings, seeds, so I can have like fresh herbs and stuff. And like I do dehydrate my onion leaves for the little green onions. I'll dehydrate those so I can have those as well to cook with.
Nobody told me to settle down. Day nights and late nights don't get around. But there's something about you I like, about you I like. You're crazy for sin.
And for all of the empty seasoning jars, I will set those to the side and make a list of the ones I do need, even the ones that are sitting over here to the side that I didn't have no more seasonings for. That I will just put that to the side as well. Well, I'm going to put them back in the drawer, but I will go back through and write down the names of them so I can go and get them and refill them, because the ones that are already empty are some of my all-time favorite seasonings that I do need to go get. And I do love like the breakfast maple seasoning. And then there's like this other one is another breakfast seasoning we use on our eggs and stuff. But the maple breakfast seasoning, I love that one. I do use that one a lot when I'm making homemade sausage, which I need to make some because we are actually out. But I have to wait till we get a couple of fresh pigs before I can make my breakfast seasoning. My breakfast sausage, sorry. But some of the other, my all-time favorite seasonings is a Jack Daniel's brand of seasoning, which they've got say Jack Daniel's chicken seasoning, steak, pork, and they had something else. I don't remember which one it was, but those ones I do get at Brookshire's. And then I also got a couple of Traeger seasonings, which I always keep them in their little Traeger packaging as well. And the one that I have on the stove is for vegetables. But they also have one that's for venison, and that one is also really good. But the Traeger seasonings, you can find those at an Ace hardware store. They do sell them. There was this one hardware store near us that used to sell them, but they no longer. So it's really gotten hard for us to find some in our area because we only have one Ace hardware store, and it's a little one. And they just built that one 6-7 months ago, so it's really hard to find some of them. I have to usually order them offline.
I should slow down, but maybe I'm escaping the love we found. There's something about you I like, about you I like. I get too drunk and too scared and lie to you. If only you knew I would die for you. One of us gotta say the obvious. Nobody loves me better.
So now I'm just getting this dishwasher unloaded and a little irritated at my daughter at the same time because she did not clean the filter out. And I told her she has to clean the filter every time she uses the dishwasher. And that's just because that's what I want done, because we just replaced it about 6-7 months ago. We replaced it back over the winter. Because the other one went out and it was just old and awful. And when we went looking for dishwashers, I made sure it was one that I could just pull the filter out and we can clean it in between use. And she's not wanting to take the filter out, rinse it off, wash it off real quick. And then I told her she needed to take the sponge and wipe all the dishes down before she puts them in the dishwasher and rinses them off really well. She just looked at me and just told me straight to my face, I will not pre-wash dishes before I stick them in the dishwasher. I said, well, now you don't get to use the dishwasher. You can wash them by hand. So she has washed dishes by hand for a month. She just got her dishwashing privileges back, and she's already showing me that she hasn't even learned a lesson. And because there was dishes in there that had stuff still on them, because she didn't want to take the time and rinse them off, or even just clean the filter. My son, after watching my daughter do dishes by hand for a month and everything, he does it right because he's not about that life. He wants to get it done quick as possible and go on and do whatever he wants. And my daughter is just hard-headed. She's too much like me. And that's kind of a good thing, but kind of not. Because I was a horrible teenager. I was horrible. But anyways, so hopefully she'll learn her lesson here pretty soon because she's about to lose her dishwashing privileges. I'm going to give her one more chance, and if she don't do it the way I want it done, then she just don't get to use it at all, ever, until she can decide to do it the right way. And just, she is 16, so she knows the way it's supposed to be done. And the kids, they do rotate. Like 1 week, my daughter will do the kitchen. The next week, my son will do the kitchen. And like they just rotate it out. So, and then like 1 week, whoever's doing the kitchen, the other one has to do the bath, the living room, and everything. So, which I break their chores up. It helps me out stay on top of things a little bit easier. And plus, I'm just really trying to teach them responsibility, trying to teach them how to clean. And they are about to start cooking because last night I cooked dinner and I sort of forgot about it. I had it in the oven and I walked outside because I had the sump pump in the pool trying to get the rest of the water out of the bottom of it. And then I just started working on the pool. So I sort of forgot about dinner. So I overcooked it. It was so dry. It was awful. And my daughter, she's like, Mom, this is like prison food. I'm like, I'm so sorry. I forgot about it because I want my pool ready so I can start tanning. I enjoy the pool more than my kids do. When they went to Ohio, the first summer we moved here into this house, they went to my mom's house for the summer, and they go to my mom's house every summer. But they were gone, and I went and bought a pool just so I can have one to tan and just like swim around. And then last summer, the kids didn't go nowhere. They stayed home last summer, and still, I was the one in the pool more than them, which is crazy. But I love to be in the water and tanning and swimming and all that good stuff. I just like being outside. And it's finally getting nice, and it's finally not raining as much. So, but yes, they are actually about to start cooking. My son is 18 and my daughter is 16, and it is time for them to learn to cook. So I am going to make them have one day out of the week they are cooking, and just so I can get a little break. But then like last night, I was sitting there working on the pool, and then we came in, we ate dinner. Well, what was left of it, it was not good. It was horrible because I forgot about it. And then he looks at me, he goes, well, I thought about going to Sumo's. I'm like, really? You couldn't have said something sooner? He goes, well, you would have wanted to take a shower, get dressed, fix your hair. I said, screw all that. I would have just hopped in the shower, washed my body off, got dressed, and out the door. But I was like, we're going out for dinner tonight because I want a break. I want a day off from cooking. I am so tired of cooking all the time. We don't eat out very often, and I cook every single meal, and I'm just to the point where I just need a break. Sometimes I just don't want to cook. I just want someone else to cook for me.
A couple hours from Japan, would you stay awake? I'm losing touch of who I am when you're far away. And I feel like I'm running in circles around you. And I know I've been acting strange for a while, but I want you close, ooh, close.
So I was telling my husband the water dispenser, if we're not going to use it, we really just need to get rid of it because it's just collecting dust. And we've been buying cases of water. We'll go to Walmart because we end up forgetting to jugs at home. So, and we need water. So naturally we just buy cases of water and forget all about the water dispenser that we don't use. It was a very expensive dust collector. But also ran out of Fabuloso. And that is the watermelon Fabuloso. It has been my all-time favorite throughout this spring and going into summer. I am loving this. It smells so good, and it makes my home smell really good for a long time. And my daughter was curious one day. She poured a little bit in the wax warmer, and it made the house smell so good. But yeah. And then also on that one side on the cabinet, y'all seen the little clip of it. but that is a catch-all. I want to get everything off of there, and I didn't get to it on this day because I was trying to get the other parts of the house clean, but my main focus was on the kitchen. But the part I didn't get, I just need to get that shelves right there cleaned off, and I do want to enclose it so bad because it is just a collect-all and I hate it. Like when we first bought the house, when we first moved in, I'm like, oh, I can just put some wine bottles there and wine glasses. But then we got 2 more dogs, 2 more big dogs. So can't really do all of that because their tails hit everything. They break everything with their tails. And when they're playing, so it's like, that's just not a great idea. Plus, I don't really drink much. We have 2 bottles of wine that we bought back in San Antonio when we lived in San Antonio 9 years ago. We haven't been in San Antonio in 8-9 years. About 9 years now. So that's how long I've had those 2 bottles of wine. They've just been sitting there aging. But I'm not big on drinking, and I also, a while ago, I did show how I made it. I made some homemade wine, but I let it sit and ferment way too long, and then it took me a while to try it because I'm like, oh, this is going to be really, really strong, and plus, I was a little nervous about trying homemade wine that I made, and I still haven't tried it. But my neighbor did, and him and his wife tried it, and they said it was just strawberry watermelon flavored vodka that I just straight up made vodka. So. And I was using the Tide odor killer stuff. Is like, it kills like 99.9% of bacteria and germs and odor, and I love that stuff. I use it a lot, but I also use my homemade linen spray. I do use that like in between the linen sprays and stuff, just because we do have so many dogs. And that red bucket, I need to take that to the truck, and that little pink tote needs to go to the bed of the truck because all that needs to go to the dump, because that is just like parts of the ceiling from my son's bedroom, because I had mentioned in the last video we have been working on it.
Right now I'm standing in a corner. I see you from across the room. It's kinda crowded here, but I know you see me too. Everybody's singing, oh, everybody's singing, oh. I don't know what it is about you. It must be in the way you move. Just say you want me to. We got nothing to lose. You're looking so old. You're looking so old. Now I'm moving closer to you, and it's getting dark in this room. Tell me what you wanna do. Baby, let me love you, let me love you. Let me love you, let me love you. Baby, let me love you, let me love you. Let me love, baby, let me love you. Just say the word and we can leave this place. I'll take you away.
Hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.